Now you see me, huh?
For people listening, did you know that Joshua Jackson is in this movie?
The father, yeah.
The father of the love interest that Beng Wang is teaching martial arts to. And he takes up the first half of the movie. If you watch this trailer and you think that Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio are in the majority of the movie, you would be greatly mistaken, and you might feel a little bamboozled because they are not.
Yeah.
It is Joshua Jackson as kind of a surrogate father character almost, or student character, if you will. For a large portion of it, you're spending so much time with him.
Yes.
And I just, for some reason, I just kept on thinking that in the back of my head. Why is Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio not in this? Why is it mostly Joshua Jackson? And I didn't mind it because I thought he was great as the father.
Always smiling. He literally in every scene, he's always smiling.
He's happy to be there. He's really, really happy to be there. But all the marketing would suggest that Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio are supposed to be in conflict, maybe in conflict, in how they should teach this new quote-unquote Karate Kid. Should it be Kung Fu? Should it be Miyagi-Do karate? That's what I thought this movie was going to be about. And it doesn't turn into that until the later half of the movie.
Yeah.
But there's not enough time to get that in.
You knew Mr. Miyagi?
I did not come looking for Sensei Miyagi. I came looking for you.
My speculation is that, like, obviously, you know, we can't have Jackie Chan be like front and center right away, because like we need to like build up to it. It's like you need to earn Jackie. I think that's what the studio notes were, right? Like the idea was like eventually, like
I don't like that note.
I know, but that's my guess. Yeah. And by the way, the movie's relatively short, like the actual run length, but a lot happens
too
during
short.
that time. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. But like at the halfway mark, like Jackie like finally shows up. He's like, now he's actually in the movie. And like by that point, it's like, man, that took a long time to get here. And wait till you see like how little time Ralph Macchio has in the entire movie. He shows up very late in the film. Like, you know, you can really, quite literally feel like at the halfway mark is Jackie. And then the studio note is at the 75% mark will be Ralph Macchio, right? Because you can't have them all introduced right all at the same time, because there's not that, oh, snap moment. He's in the movie, right?
But the problem is
that the wow factor is
the marketing shows both of them. So the marketing
would.
should have excluded Ralph Macchio so that you think, okay, yeah, it's just Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
And Jackie Chan is teaching his new disciple. And then Jackie Chan has that light bulb moment. It's my teachings aren't getting through to him.
Yeah.
I need help. Who can I go to? Oh, did you know that Miyagi-Do actually has like a Chinese branch? You know, it actually stems in not just from Japan, but into China as well. And that's why he contacts Ralph Macchio, and then he gets him, and you're just like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. But the marketing's like, yeah, you were. There's no surprise here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they probably were just like, okay, we need to reveal this right away. We need to get as many butts in those seats as possible. I mean, it would have been, you know, a nice
I think that
reveal.
would have been a pleasant surprise. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm sure that for whatever reason, they're like, okay, let's not keep it a surprise. They're in the movie, right?
Kung Fu. Karate.
I also wanted better martial arts in this movie.
Yeah.
Because by title, you might think this is about martial arts, and it is. It's about karate, or is it about kung fu? Who knows?
Martial arts.
But it's the Karate Kid.
It's about boxing.
Actually, it is a little bit about boxing. So the Karate Kid, at least the original movie, it was never about the martial arts. It was about what martial arts can do for you and learning to deal with problems, right? How to take your mind out of these situations, how to hyper focus on maybe a task, how to get better at some sort of physical ability, and thus kind of make you a better person because you're focusing on this skill. And that is not evident here. That's okay. So what are we left with? If you think about the first Karate Kid, there's no choreography. That's fine. It's about the kid's journey, the adolescent journey, bettering himself with the assistance of martial arts. So when you see Jackie Chan in this, and then I got really excited in the credits to see that the Jackie Chan stunt team was involved. And then I think about the action sequences, and I just kind of hate where they put that camera. And then going back to it again, it's still hyper edited.
Yeah, it's very much up there. Like you're in everyone's shoulder almost at all times.
Yeah, that cameraman is just right in there with everybody. And you can say an easy shorthand for making things more personal is by putting the camera closer to your actor or actress. Yes, that makes sense because you can see their face more. It's supposed to help you feel like you're literally standing next to them, so you feel a closer connection to them. Mm-hmm. That's very, very simple cinematic shorthand. In fight scenes, when you get a little too close, it creates a lot of tension.
Yes,
that could work for certain fight scenes, but when your camera is always so close, that can create just
nausea,
and
claustrophobia,
an inability to see what's happening in front of you.
Yeah, of course.
And you can see that they designed some of these fight scenes. Okay, this is where we're gonna go. You're going top of the car. You're gonna jump on top of the garbage can. You're gonna jump off the ladder. You're gonna kick that.
Right.
Like they've designed these sequences, but where they decided to place the camera and then edit around it, it almost makes some of these action sequences incomprehensible to understand. And that's so weird considering that you have Jackie Chan
and his stunt team.
And his stunt team, who have been a master of making action scenes very, very visually clear to see and understand.
Yeah.
And so when you have somebody else touching that Jackie Chan style of action comedy and just not getting it right, or maybe it's the editor who's really not getting it. That's so. See, it feels like disrespectful to getting Jackie Chan and his stunt team in a movie, and then editing him like that and shooting him like that. It's so sad to see.
At the end of the day, like these movies are about the drama, right? A little formulaic, but mostly about the drama, right?
Yeah.
And I think that, stylistically, the Kung Fu, the 2010 version is very different from the rest of it. Like even compared to like Cobra Kai, right? The rest of them were all about the drama. Yes, the 2010 version was about that too, but like it with the backdrop of it being Kung Fu and like having Jackie Chan being slightly younger at the time, like, he actually had a more complicated scene, a choreographed scene where Jackie's actually beating up children. Right.
Well, I feel that movie weaves in the idea of Kung Fu and the drama a lot better, where in the original Karate Kid, karate was, at least once we get to the tournament, was kind of secondary. It didn't really matter anymore, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But I don't know. Like, so that's the thing. Like when you're combining the two styles, not martial arts styles, but like, the two different like ways of making the movie, it's like, okay, what are we going to do? It's like, okay, we're going to have more flashy stuff. I think there's a lot of flashy elements in this film for the action department, but all that's for naught if you're going to kind of ruin it in the production side. Actually, I think a lot of the problems also lie in the post-production side, because I feel like I can imagine that a lot of it was left on the cutting room floor, right? Like they probably filmed a lot of it, with these longer takes, and they just kind of cut it out like in post. Like that's what it feels like at times. I'm like, I can imagine that there's a longer sequence here, but we need to insert like some inserts of the audience reacting, or we need to have like we need to see like Ralph Macchio going like, yeah, you can do it, now come on, get up, or something like that.
There you go.
Coming out of it, like, yeah, that was a movie that was really very much catered towards kids. And I think it's a good family friendly movie, right? Wouldn't you say?
I would say it's a family friendly movie. I don't know if I would say it's good. It's adequate in being a decent family friendly movie because it doesn't offend in any way.
Yeah.
And yes, I would agree. Like if you're gonna get your youngster maybe interested in martial arts, maybe this might be one to take them to, but I don't know. Like, are they really teaching any lessons about control, about the dangers of violence? Not really.
Yeah, I mean, no kid these days. Well, that's not true. I'm definitely generalizing, but like I feel like if you're gonna put a kid who with like a lower attention span and make them try to watch the original Karate Kid, which I feel like obviously has a lot more substance. Even the 2010 version has a lot of substance there. Try to make them watch that, they will probably not have the attention span for that. But you make them watch this with the crazy colors and the over editing and the super fast pace of the movie, they might be able to swallow this a little bit better. That's what I'm getting at.
So I agree with you, but I don't want to doom the next couple of generations, and I want to give them the benefit of the doubt that if they watch better cinema, they'll appreciate it. And if maybe, you start them off with Karate Kid, and then they work their way through the series and they watch this, maybe they'll think, oh yeah, no, I like certain aspects of it, but they'll understand, oh yeah, it's so fucking fast paced, it's so quickly edited, you can't breathe. There's a moment in the end of this movie where they do a title drop at the end, and we gasped. We said, "Oh no, is that the end of it? That can't be the end of it." And then there's your little prologue moment, and it's like, okay, we get it.
Yeah, it has to end on a cute note, Zero. I'll end this episode with at Jackie at the Q&A in front of a bunch of kids when I don't know what the question was, but he went on this ramble, and he was like, what matters is that what matters for children more these days is patience. You need to have a lot of patience. Even if you're watching a movie and you find it boring, you still finish it. You have to have a lot of patience. And I'm like, did you watch your own movie? Because like this is like the opposite of that. This is like super hyper edited. This is.
I mean, maybe that's him slightly trying to tell us that he didn't like the editing in this movie.
Yeah. We see you, Jackie. We see you.
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah, this needs a unrated director's cut. 20 additional minutes.
Jackie needs to beat up more kids.